Mae Phim, heading to Pak Nam Prasae. Pak Nam Prasae. So I'm heading southeast along the coastline, but there's no road right by the water at this point. The main road, which is not a big road, but it's a bigger road than this, kind of is off to the left of the viewfinder. It would be going over there. Well, I found this little side road. It's country road. It's kind of riding in the country in Thailand. It's real sweet. It's not hot today because it's overcast. And the place I'm going to is called Pak Nam, means mouth of the river. Pak means mouth. Nam. It's a general word for water. In this case, refers to the river. The river name, Prasae. The locals call it Prasae instead of Prasae. Anyway, Pak Nam Prasae, Pak Nam Prasae. That's where I'm heading. It's a little guest house right on the riverfront there. Looks kind of charming, not too expensive. And if you speak Thai, you get a better price. I just told my director sportif, aka the Unibiker Senior Management, give them a call. And they reported about 150 to 200 baht less per room night, and that's about $6. That's worth saving, but you have to be able to speak Thai better than this man can. Anyway, it's not far, it's only about 15K. And after that, it's just gonna be potluck to keep pedaling to find a room. I'm sure I can, but there's nothing on the map that indicates hotels, but that doesn't mean they're not there. It's just little places. Anyway, heading on. This is the direction right down there. Now this is the main road that I avoided for about the first 10K. And the road I came up on, it's out and back there. It's a lovely road. Hardly a car passed me by the whole time. Sweet. You can do that a lot in Thailand once you get out in the country. This time of day also, it's before noon. It's not going to be too terribly busy. So I'm heading that way now. I got about another 5 or 6K maybe to get to my guest house, the river. There's a big bridge that crosses the river there. The guest house is kind of down below the bridge. Very scenic look at the bridge, by the way. Anyway, there we are. We're in Ban Tanong, Kaprao, Ban Ban. Basically means a little village name. Tanong. Tanong means street. It's a general word for a street, a road in Thailand. Kaprao Road. So it's a little village called Kaprao Road Village. Interesting. That's a Tanong. That's a Tanong. But there's local slang for road, just like we have lots of different words for the road. I'm just putzing along here, 22 kph average. If I hit 30, it'll be an accident on this ride. It's a typical little roadside shop. See this kind of stuff everywhere. Someone put up a shop and make a living. A lot of people in Thailand do it just like that. No business plan, no big rent, no landlord, no boss. I'm just selling one thing. Shop right down the road, we'll sell the other thing. That's how it works. It's kind of cool, like that. You find astonishing little shops too, and just something really delicious to eat or Looks like this lady's making bubble tea. Well, there you go, some sort of motorcycle club. They're having a good time. Well, that sign is telling us to turn left if we want to go to Chantaburi. That's the province next in line, southeast along this stretch of coastline. Beautiful province. And after that comes the province called Trat, T-R-A-T. And that's as far as it goes with Thailand on this side of the Gulf. After that, you're in Cambodia. You can cross right over into Cambodia and ride your bike all over there if you want. Not too far to Siem Reap. Far enough to be a hell of a bike ride, but it ain't that far. And this is the road I turned off the other main road coming over here, heading back toward the waterfront. My little guest house is down here somewhere. Guess they want you to know there's a bike lane here. So you see this type of drain cover. It's not uncommon in Thailand. This is much like the one that ate my front wheel about a week ago, only I had to navigate two sections of this on either side of an intersection, and the slots were about twice as long as these, and they were jagged. They were not nearly as refined looking as that. And my wheel went right down into that slot. My rear end came up. I thought I was going to do a somersault, and all of a sudden at the last minute, front wheel popped loose of the slot, came up. Thought I was going down, but I didn't. Managed. There's a fishing boat over there going out. There's a lot of fishing boats in this river. We're almost at the river. Now this is the Gulf of Thailand again. Low tide. The Thai call this Owl Thai. Owl is kind of a general name for a large body of water that's smaller than an ocean. Bay, same word, owl. Gulf, owl. And Thai keep things simple sometimes. Anyway, lots of dragonflies feeding on something over here. You don't want to fall into the slots. I crossed over one, across the road, construction going on to the right of me. A guy with a flag flagging at me on this way, a dog coming toward me, and I missed it on the other side of the road there. Yeah. Down into the slots on the other side of the road. It was a hell of a surprise. Anyway, perils of riding a bike in Thailand. But it doesn't have that either. This here is touted with a tourist sign as a scenic area. And I suppose it is scenic in a way. It's a very Thai way. Anyway, I kind of like it. A sunken fishing boat over there in the background behind that double-decker tour boat, dive center boat, is a destroyer of some Thai Navy fame. It's a tourist stop. So this here is what they call a clong. It's more or less a canal, and what I'm standing on is a pier. It makes a left turn right there and heads back to the entrance road. The whole way here, about 150 meters, is this pier. All these houses built on either side of the pier right on the clong. There's some really nice places, and there are some typical old clong dwellings which are not really nice. But this is the guest house here. It's kind of a mangrove, basically. We'll see. It's a nice old house. They've fixed it up quite charmingly. That's out toward the entrance. They have a little kitchen area here. It's definitely mangrove here. It's kind of cool. And then over in here, bathroom in there, presumably. Yeah. A little private patio on the back. Open the door. Mangrove. Looked like a creature from outer space. Grows right here on planet Earth, though. This is what you can get in Thailand for about 35 bucks a night. Breakfast included. Not too fancy, but not too bad.
It's very nice.
Look, yo, Leo.